Viewers, welcome back to the Self-Made Auto Channel. Got the 2019 Kia Sedona. It's got the big 3.3 and it's leaking oil. Mrs.O says we need to fix it immediately. So here's my theory. There ain't no oil in it. There can't be no oil under it. So we're just gonna drain it out after we get the right wrench. Makes sense, right? Actually, I spotted the oil leak on it just starting about 2,500 miles ago. I did an oil change on it for her, and I saw a little bit of seepage around the oil filter housing where it bolts to the block, just a little bit. And then I said, well, someday, Eric, you have to get a gasket for it. Well, someday has come, because the other day, I don't know, this was before that week before Christmas, it got pretty cold down below zero, and she fired up the van, and I noticed when she left with it, we don't have a garage, so we just park outside. And when she left, I seen this huge pile of oil in the snow. And I said, uh-oh. So we just been keeping an eye on the oil, and the day has come. So I went to get the gasket for the oil filter housing where it bolts to the block. And of course, unprecedented circumstances, supply chain issues, no chips, blah, blah, blah. It's infinite back order along with every other freaking part you try to buy. However, I was able to get the whole housing, which comes with the gasket. So we're just gonna swap out the whole housing. And I'll show you guys. It should be pretty easy. So we're gonna take and pull this cover down here. Get them two bolts out of there. No, I didn't think there was anything else holding that in. What else we got here, boys? Oh, we got 3 bolts. One way the heck up there. I'm gonna have to move you. Can't get up there with a swivel. I don't want to pull all the plastic off it just to get that off. So we'll see if we can't sneak up in here a little bit sideways. There we go. Whoa, whoa! Man down. Man down. What crap up this thing? Oh, I see. It goes around a couple hoses or something up here. Oh, training lines or something maybe. Well, what the frig. All right, you guys are gonna have to move again. Now, prior to ordering one, the last time I was in for an oil change, I did reach up there and make sure all the bolts were snug. And they were, none of them were loose. Get over here. Try to get most of that in the bucket here anyway. Dang it. There we go. Gotta get a little short extension to get that top bolt. Like I said, I don't know if the housing's cracked or just a bad gasket or what, but imagine if it was cracked, it would leak a lot worse, but it was just kind of unusual. But yeah, it was pissing right out of the bottom of this thing really good. You know, just straight down. And when it warmed up, it definitely got better. I mean, she was able to make it through the week without only adding just a little bit of oil. I guess at a glance, I don't see anything. I mean, the gasket looks pretty flattened out. I mean, let's be honest, it's a super piss poor design. Just due to the fact that this thing hangs out right down here in outer space. I've always worried about this. You know, I mean, the front end's been blasted off this van twice now. Deer hits, so. Well, one was a deer hit. The other one was an iceberg. I guess she hit some big chunk of ice or something in the road, blew the front end off it, and then a raccoon that blew the front end off it. So yeah, it's been wrecked quite a bit in the front end. Just light duty stuff, bumper cover. Got the radiator the one time, but bumper cover, all the plastic crap gets smashed off it. But I guess at a glance, I don't see, any defect in this. but I was watching it when it was leaking. It was clearly leaking out the back. This is what I really wanted to get, but like I say, it's due to unprecedented circumstances, COVID-19, elections, whatever, I don't know, fill in the blank, that's why we can't get it. Supply chain, fuel prices, global warming, yada yada. Whoa! Too much oil pressure. Pop right off. We got some more. I'm just putting a couple of little plugs in there. And I just kind of green scrubby off some of the corrosion here. I put a little bit of low strength Loctite on the bolts. I douched off this. Whoa, hang on. I'm stepping on your tootsies there. I douched off the side there with some brake parts cleaner and blew the threads out there. I just want to make darn sure it wasn't because the bolts came loose and then it started leaking. I do remember when I checked them though, they weren't really that loose. So we're going to get all the bolts back in here, get it started. Grab us a torque wrench, get her torqued down to the 16 foot-pounds it came with from the factory. Or thereabouts. $15.9 is the magic number. Or 16.8, wherever you end up. I can't imagine the housing would be broke from, you know, just replacing oil and filter because, you know, we've always done it ourselves. Not that guy at the Jiffy Lube with the 24.5-inch gun. Let's take that out. Let's just be safe because it is 2023 and that's what we're all about. Our safe place. Or 27. Like I say, it's supposed to come with the filter. Got much lube on that O-ring, do I? Let's just double check though. Hate to ruin an engine just because of a $5 oil filter. Yes sir, they got it in there. And there was probably lube on it at some point. Is the OEM filter male, right? Yep, okie dokie. Well, let me re-lube this O-ring and then we'll tighten her back up. Torque wrench here. She's supposed to be 35 Fig Newtons or 25.8 pound-feet of torque. What's up, Mrs.O?
How's it going?
Oh, not too bad.
It's gonna be like a brand new car?
Nope, it's gonna be like a brand new oil and filter though. That's where they had it from the factory. Ooh, a little bit tighter.
Good thing you got a fancy wrench.
Yep. So we don't see anything wrong with this there, old girl, other than the gasket was hard.
I don't like those.
Nope. So, but I was explaining to people that due to unprecedented circumstances, COVID-19, supply chain issues, voting, what other keywords or trigger words for people?
Lack of people working.
Supply chain issues, we call it.
So the parts for this vehicle are probably on the shelf at Napa.
What vehicle?
The one he just pulled in.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's he doing to it? We better go talk. Guess we're gonna have to reuse the crush washer this time around. Usually the cool thing is with these filters, aftermarket, at least through Napa or the OEM, it always comes with a new crush washer. It's kind of handy. Oh, let's see, I think it's like 32 foot-pounds or so on this thing. We're snug. There you go. Now I imagine this was probably a warranty issue. Probably would have been covered under warranty had we taken it to the dealer. Because I think these have like 100,000 mile powertrain or something. Yeah, because it's got 70, I don't know. I think she's got just 70,000, 71, 72,000, something like that. But, you know, I doubt they would have been able to do anything, you know, being that the gasket was on an indefinite back order. Or an infinite back order, I should say. So what do, you know? So it's, you do what you gotta do, I say. I think it holds 6.5 or almost 7 quarts. So we'll get her filled up, we'll start it up, and make sure it's not leaking. Probably check it in a couple days. Well, she looks high and dry to me. Like I say, we'll give it a few days. See what she looks like then. I think we're okay. I think we're just dealing with a bad gasket, to be honest with you. Everything else is pretty dry. You gotta watch these engines. That oil pressure switch up there will start leaking, and then it dumps right out of the bell housing here. Other than that, she's pretty dry. All this stuff, you know, fluid film. So, I mean, the van's in pretty decent shape for a 19 New York car. But it has been fluid filmed a couple of times here, so makes them kind of gross looking, but better than rust, baby. I'll tell you something else too. These brakes have been absolutely phenomenal. They still are smooth as butter. No rust on them yet, which is just amazing. Inside and out, I mean, even up in the cooling vents, these things are still clean, and they've been through salt since, you know, November. So we're going on our 3rd month of salt right now, and daily salt too. Just unbelievable. I can't believe that they're not rusty yet, and I can't believe that they're still smooth. Make sure it's full here. Right on the dot. Wow, look at that. We'll do her a solid. It's like Jiffy Lube. There you have it, folks, fixing your oil filter housing gasket / oil filter housing assembly on your 19 Kia with a big 3.3. Pretty easy job, should keep it leak free. Anyhow, whatever. Easy job. Why don't you guys take it easy in that comment section? Questions, comments, concerns, the bell ringing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the Insta, the Facebook. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.